is you interlock the two.
Now stretch them quite as...
Soccer and the...
Quiet, please. In exactly 15 seconds, we'll be on the air.
I felt like a reptile. I felt like a reptile.
What's he opening there?
Are we in? Are we recording?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Yeah.
Wicked. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Full Reptile Radio. It's been a while.
It's been a long time.
It's been a long time.
Yeah, man.
How many times have you woken up still thinking you're in a hotel in Vegas?
A shit ton. And to be fair, it was the second night back. I was texting a few people.
To be fair, hang on. I think we've been spending too much time with the Raptors.
Is this a new drinking game?
We've adopted this thing. What's it called?
A vernacular.
Their vernacular. You start picking up what they're saying.
Hang on. See, I can leave your mic alone this week. I can just fuck with Ollie's mic.
Oi, oi. Come on, Ollie. You're letting us down, dude.
I can't move it any further forward now.
No,
What Rogan says is keep it a fist distance from your face. What he's actually meaning is if you don't keep the mic in front of you, I'm going to punch
his
you in the
fist,
face.
your face. Aerosmith reference.
Yeah.
We'll circle back to that.
If there's enough space to get my fist in between,
yeah, problems.
you know.
Right.
Well, okay.
Is this better?
That's much better. See, the thing is, he
picked
talks
up their vernacular.
You're like Dean. Like he does the same thing. As soon as he's talking into a mic, he starts talking really quietly.
Yeah, he's super quiet.
Have you noticed that?
Yeah, I have.
And
Yeah.
all the rest of the time, he's like the loudest person in the room.
Animated.
He has been the loudest person in the room.
He's not even been here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, so can we...
Vernacular.
Yeah, like their terminology. They've
Vernacular.
picked it up. You're hanging out. So
If this was Sesame
Picked it
Street,
up.
that'd be the word of the week.
To be fair, yeah.
Vernacular.
Brought to you by the letter A. To be fair, and
Yeah.
purple.
So I think we should have. Well, if I'd have thought about it sooner, we could have used one of these lovely South Point
Charles.
cups.
Shout out to South Point.
Shout out to South Point. We had a good time. We should have to put a quid in there every time we say to be fair, because I've started saying it as well, and I need to stop.
I've fucked it. I already owe it about 37 quid from today. To be fair, not intentional.
So Vegas.
So my problem started when I returned. Basically, we slept all the way back. Well, me and you did. So we slept all the way back. So then that first night I got back, dished out all the goodies to the kids, saw Stace for a bit, all the rest of it was all good. I went to sleep and I've been texting a load of people that I've been talking to, as you do. I've got people in my phone now. And what?
Yeah.
Right? Just like...
Half of the UFC roster.
Yeah, Billy walking through just going, got his number, got her number.
Collecting them like Topps trading cards.
Yeah, for real. So one of the people I was talking to, I'd been texting that evening and obviously nodded off.
Yeah.
And next minute, Stace woke me up and she was like, "Where the fuck do you think you are?" And I was like, "Huh?" And I'd been saying out in my sleep, "Where is he? Where is he? We've got to find him. He's in the lobby. Like he's gonna go." And Stace was like, "Who?" And I was like, "Brandon." And she went, "Brendan." I was like, "No, fucking Brandon." She's like, "Where are you?" And I was like, "In Vegas." "Where are you?" And she went, "You are in our bed, in our bedroom." And I was like,
Welcome back.
Yeah.
And I was looking for Six Guns Gibson because I'd been texting him the night before, and I was like, and it hasn't stopped
Give him
there.
some swag.
Oh, mate, it hasn't stopped.
Have you seen him? Did you see him?
I saw him there. We had a good chat, and I've got some stuff to send out to him.
Okay.
But it was just because it was that last contact that evening that obviously he stuck around in my barn.
Are you sending
He's
some
on your
new
mind.
socks?
Everyone's getting new socks.
Dude,
Ollie's
new
got a pair of the new socks on.
Check. Filthy because he's been walking around the garden.
Yeah.
But, you know. They're
Filthy in a good way.
Filthy in a good way.
Mate.
Filthy in an earthy way.
Earth tone socks.
And
Yeah.
I've also
cool.
noticed that you've got a limited edition hat, which I was not given an option of a trucker
No,
hat.
that's
No,
one of
there's
one.
There's levels to this game.
Oh,
mate.
is that
And,
right?
yeah.
Is that right?
Trucker hats are
Yeah.
above your pay grade right now.
Is that-
Sorry about that.
Ollie dipped in
Trucker
the,
hats are above my pay grade. It's a sentence that no one's ever said to anybody in the history of mankind.
There's a sound right.
That's it. But there's one other. There's one other, and I don't think it's going to
one-off.
go out to anyone.
It's a one-off.
Yeah, one of one.
Yeah, no, I like it.
The best thing about you guys being back from Vegas is I can stop hating the fact you guys were in Vegas without me.
Mate.
That's the best thing about it.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
The amount of people that have ghosted me, or they've either come up to me and told me everything I've done. They've gone, "Oh my God, I saw you do this." It's like, "Yeah, I know, it's there. It's amazing." And it's like, "Yeah, but then you did this." I was like, "I know. It was the best thing ever." He's like, "No, but then you did that." And some other guy was saying to the lads earlier, someone grabbed my leg.
Yeah.
I was like, "Is this a tattoo you had in Vegas?" Did you watch the video? He's like, "Yeah." I was like,
Yeah.
"Well, yeah, it's the same. It's the same one, the same picture. It's not like it's a fucking essay you have to
See,
read."
in hindsight, it's a good thing that we were there with the Raptors doing all the videoing, because I can look back on that week now and go, "Oh yeah, we did that." Because it was a good week, wasn't it?
Well, yeah.
That culminated in a high rollers abundance of marijuana that we didn't really know what to do with.
No, I don't think
Which was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Do you want all this weed? I was like, I go home tomorrow. I was thinking, prison sentence. How long? I'll be all right if I post myself this back. Address it to Ben.
It would have explained all the snacks in the suitcase.
Oh, fucking I
Like,
had 23
literally-
kilos of sweets.
Literally, he could have opened his own 7-Eleven when he got back to
For the
Derby.
kids, though.
For real, honestly, all of it. Like,
the kids.
It got to the point where we were
He filled his bath when he got home.
yeah, just laying it, Jolly Ranchers.
All
Hershey's
stuck
Kisses.
together.
What?
Imagine how painful that would
Oh,
be.
dude.
What would be worse? Jumping into a swimming pool full of coins, like Scrooge McDuck did, or jumping into a swimming pool full of Jolly Ranchers?
Oh, man. The coins, but I want to do it because of Scrooge
Coins is
McDuck.
pretty
So I want to
solid.
come up and spit them out like he did as well. Just rain down coins.
Well,
yeah.
Yeah, that wouldn't take your teeth out.
Oh, man. He didn't have to worry about that, did he? In his very smooth bill. How are your teeth? Don't care. I'm a duck.
Anyway, I said we were going to keep this on track today. And
Okay,
I'm
sorry.
Not at all.
No,
No,
great
that's been
start.
entirely my fault. It's been entirely my fault. I'm a little dehydrated, and it's been a long week, as you know.
Yes.
Dude, the truck, the van. I don't want to talk too much about it.
Is this the first driving
I don't
incident we want to talk
I don't-
about, or is there, can we circle back to driving incidents after this?
Driving incidents after this?
Yeah, there's previous ones that I want to discuss that held our life in their hands quite closely.
Oh, no. I know. I didn't think this was
Do your
gonna
truck
come.
one first, because it's way better.
No, it's not. No. Rhaegar the Dragon picked up a battle wound, unfortunately. Much like the series Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
I don't know this.
Do you not?
How scared he is. Who
What have you
died?
done? What have you done?
Did you not notice the other?
Yeah, I did notice it. I thought maybe it was a service or
I
something.
know.
What
a lot of
did
people
you
think
do?
I've got a job for Rhaegar because I'm driving one of their service vans at the moment. I had a little
What have you
accident.
done?
I had a little accident.
I didn't even
This is my
realise
first
the
argument
dragon could get
against
hurt.
electric cars. This is my first argument against electric cars because I had the window down and I still didn't hear the car coming. Driving along, the lane next to me's clear, there's space. There's a rubbish truck that's pulling into a lay-by and is not entirely pulled into the lay-by. It's still sticking out because it's waiting for another bus to leave. So it's sticking out. I'm thinking it's going to keep rolling forward, so I'm indicating to go into the next lane so I can go around it, right? As I'm starting to turn into the lane, I look, and this guy's sped right up next to me. Or, yeah, no.
You've been Tesla'd.
Yeah.
Have you been Tesla'd?
Yeah. It was like a silent fart, just fucking rolling up next to me at speed.
Wow.
And
You
Stinky one.
And immediately, as you do, you see a punch coming, you slip the punch, your reactions are there. I see it, and in my head, I'm like, new van. I don't want to hit Tesla, expensive, swerved. And
Slipped
I
into a
caught
headbutt.
The front wing of the van on the back of the rubbish truck. And took the wing mirror off. And the thing is, to be honest, I actually just thought I'd just click the wing mirror off But then when I got to the studios, I looked and
Is it like the time when you drop your phone and it's face down? You're like, don't break. Oh.
Yeah, but a lot worse.
Yeah, because you got out and was like, don't,
worse.
fucking hell.
Yeah, a lot worse. So that was on top of one of the worst days.
It's bad.
Yeah,
Bad
one of the worst
vehicle.
36 hours. Getting to the hotel. I'm not going to say the hotel because they did make an effort to work it out.
They weren't South Point though, were they?
They weren't South Point. South Point had an abundance of rooms, an abundance of cups, which is why we've got cupboards full of them now.
They asked me to take them back. I didn't steal them.
No, although I did notice he had 4 suitcases on the way home and the hotel room was empty.
Fully
I'm
empty.
talking about deconstructed the bed,
Check it.
took the desk apart.
I've got my room card.
Got his room card.
Same.
And I've also got one.
Didn't even check out.
And the thing is, you think he's just brought the room card. He bought the door, and that's why he thinks he's waking up in Vegas because he's switched the bedroom door. The do not disturb. We don't even have slots like that.
I'm not going back anytime soon. I need all the souvenirs I've got. That's it. That's it, man. But yeah, well, that's a good deal.
You'll always be able to access a room in South Point with that card.
Definitely.
Imagine that.
Even though we couldn't access our own rooms on the last day because they'd fucked that up. And it was a walk. We extended the rooms for a little while just so that we could mooch because we weren't leaving till, say, 5. So we had some shit to do and recover. So we're like, we'll extend the room. So Dan came over and was like, yo, there's a key. I was like, thanks, dude. Mooched up to the room, which is all the way through the casino, up 7 floors, along the shining corridor, nothing. Nothing. So then next minute I text Dan, he's like, it's all right, I've got it nailed. Came in, used his, nothing. And then you saw an outlaw thunder march just down to the thing. And he's
I'll
like,
sort this.
excuse me. And this woman was really nice. She's like, could you just have a look for me, please? It won't let me in the room?
Yeah.
But she did.
And the thing is, as well, I didn't want to go and see her again because she'd made a comment about In-N-Out Burger, hadn't she? Do you remember?
Yes.
I wasn't impressed. It was an immediate judgment, and I wasn't happy with that.
How many In-N-Out burgers have passed your lips the last
welcome.
10 years? 2. Scumbag.
Anyway.
So your worst day, you were telling about the hotel?
Oh, yeah, well, so I got to the hotel at like 1:15 in the morning, which is a big part of the story that I won't add in, but will come up at some point in the podcast in the future, which will be fun to talk about. Yeah, so I got to the hotel late. I walked up to the desk, and I'm standing at the desk while this guy next to me is just screwing. Like, he keeps picking things up and slamming them down on the desk, and I'm like, what the fuck is this guy's problem? It's like 1:15 in the morning, dude. Chill out. I'm like, just calm down. I had research still to do. I was a bit behind. So I'm standing there at reception. The guy comes up and walks real nice and calm, and he's like, hi, sir. We're 16 rooms overbooked.
That's not many.
So we don't actually have a room for you. So what am I supposed to do at 1:15 in the morning? He said, well, the best thing you can do is if you wait until 2 o'clock, if some guests don't show up, then we can deallocate their rooms and you can check into one of them. I said, well, how about deallocating one of those now? Yeah. Like, I literally live at this hotel part-time. I'm literally there, like, what, every 2 weeks? It's ridiculous. So they eventually sorted it out, and it was a ball late. But then I was researching until 4:30, fell asleep with my laptop without sending my notes over. So that my whole day, it was a big mess. It was a big mess of a week. And today is the sun's been shining today on me.
It's a new day.
Today's a new day.
The sun always rises.
Because that was your worst day last week. But one of our best days the week before was the first day we got to Vegas. Just to circle back to a driving story, real quick.
Wow, nice.
Yeah,
So-
but then you're going to throw me in it again.
No.
see, immediately the actors are laughing.
Because it was gold. It was the best moment.
I don't think it was gold.
It was amazing. So bear in mind, this is Dan's backyard that he knows every square inch of, and we're going there with this tour guide. So we've never been before. So we're literally like Kevin McAllister getting off the plane in New York and be like, what city is that?
It's an airport.
Yeah. So we flies down, we get 2 cars, and we've got the murder wagon, which was a Jeep, which was fucking sick. And Dan had a Dodge Challenger Hemi.
Nice.
Which was like,
Of course he did.
these fucking Hot Wheels, right? So we nipped out, we got back, dropped the bags off, swung out maybe to a dispensary, chilled out there 5 minutes, got some groceries. Then he said, I've got to show you Red Rock. And it was like closing time. So it was about 5 to 8. So we managed to nip into this loop, and it's like, is it a 12-mile loop, 24 all the way around, of Red Rock, which just looks fake. It's like, you remember them Magic Eye pictures where you're like, oh, I get it. It was like that, but it was cool. So we walked in there. My flip-flops immediately broke. I tried to harass someone else's dog. They wouldn't let me. So anyway, fast forward 20 minutes.
Yeah, they probably reacted like you were some kind of pest.
Yeah, for real. I was like, oh my God, I've got the same
like
dog
you
as that.
just
Can I
walked up,
stroke it?
you're
Like,
like,
what the fuck, man?
This is America,
Yeah.
sir. Step away,
Sir, I do not want him to go nasty. So, all right. I'm going to fucking give him a scruffle, you shit fuck. Jesus. And all I wanted to do, I was missing my dog. I was like, I just want to go. So, after
Don't
that.
touch another man's dog in America.
Ever. No. So,
Lucky you're alive.
we're all taking this in because.
Imagine.
Yeah.
Where's Owen?
How did Owen die? Funny
Touched someone's
story.
dog.
He scruffled someone's dog. Fuck off. So as we stood, like we can literally see the horizon is just fucking party time. Yeah. It's like everything you've seen on every CSI Vegas, every fucking film, everything. It's like, there it is. But we were in the moment of sitting at the Rock. So next minute, Dan was like, cool, we'll have a mooch around here. So he gets back in the car. And bear in mind, it had a warp button. So like
Warp speed.
Yeah, but whoop,
Like a pop, pop, pop.
yeah,
pop,
it
pop,
was
pop.
fucking thirsty.
It was beautiful.
So we went around this loop, and then he pulled out onto the main highway, and because we'd been going like 30 this whole time behind like a typical station wagon, it was like they were filming some fucking National Lampoons.
And the sun had set by this point
Yeah,
as well.
it's kind of dark, so we're just like across this fucking hill, and we're just flying, and the horizon is just coming over the hill, Vegas, fully lit up, and we're like, yo, and Dan's fucking grinning, looking at me. Arm out the window, Vegas heat smashing in the face, everyone's a little bit cooked, like, fucking, this is sick.
Me.
Yeah, not Dan, no, you weren't at all, not in
from
any,
me.
not in any way,
Let's
shape or
just
form.
make that
No,
clear.
it was us because we weren't driving. So we were flying down, and he was fully sober, and he just, the lights of the horizon were Vegas, and then these two headlights went bing, and Shoppy's like, oh shit, whoop, and fuck it, I'm in the wrong lane. I was like, and then just fucking darted into our lane, and we just all went from being like, to where's my emergency contact? I didn't fill anything in.
It was fine.
Well, I have an inherent trust of you, but I'm not sure I'm getting in the car with you after the last couple of
Never happened
stories.
again, but it was amazing.
It's all right. I've had a couple of good nights' sleep now. I'm feeling much better. I'm back in the game. So, Vegas then. Good times? Raptors? Good times?
Yeah, amazing.
We've got loads of
Amazing
content
time.
out. If you've not seen the YouTube channel, I don't know how you found this video.
And if you did find it through the Vegas and you're used to that quality and now you're getting this is the norm.
Yeah.
Yeah?
This is what we normally do. We're not always in Vegas.
No.
Although we do have some good trips planned out.
We
We've just
do.
been putting the schedule together. I wish I was a Raptor.
Dude, tell me about
Can
it.
I quit?
I'm going to be making some t-shirts. I was lucky enough to be on this tour, so now I'm going to be like making t-shirts. Fucking mother.
So if you get angry folded t-shirts,
Yeah,
you know who's
rage
done them.
shirts. That's me. I'm not even on straight. So yeah,
Good times.
it was hard to explain
Yeah.
because there was no bad vibes.
What about Dream Racing?
Dude,
Fucking yeah. Hang on a minute. Dream Racing.
is this your driving again?
Yeah. No. I'm not putting in a case for it.
So I was flying around in a £1 million sports car.
How many cars have you wrecked in the last month?
I have not wrecked any. One of them's being fixed.
Rygaard just got a kiss on the cheek.
The others are perfectly fine.
Steve at Dream Racing.
Yeah. So the thing is, there's a video, there's a vlog with Dream Racing, which has got Jamie's thumbnail on, so you can tell who edited it.
It's PewDiePie.
PewDiePie. Hey, Peter.
So we all got a memory stick with the video on, right?
Yes.
Of our race, which was a video from the car of the race.
Well, we all
right?
did 5 laps.
We all did 5 laps.
Yes.
We all did 5 laps. But if you watch the video, it doesn't look like I did 5 laps.
No.
It looks like I came out the pit, raced up 280 miles an hour, spun it 180, and then got out of the car.
It was a good noise.
Literally
I did
all
watch
that's in
that.
there.
I did watch that.
That
one.
is what I
Yeah, yeah. And then you got Slim just like, fuck these guys. I'm not going to be on any videos.
Like I'm sitting there with a full race suit on, a helmet like fucking Talladega Nights.
Mate.
It looks like he's driving a rental car.
Flying.
No helmet, no nothing.
Drive it like you
Arm
stole
out
it.
the window, on the wrong side of the road, all of that.
You did get the fastest lap.
I did get the
Yeah, but he had the faster car.
fastest car. Yeah.
Because we were building up, and you're watching your own laps, and I'm like, I definitely felt faster this time. But mine did 4.5 laps. I was flying, and I came up behind someone else who's like, and take it slowly. And I'm like, no.
He was wicked. He was.
He
wasn't
fucking was. He was literally Ricky Bobby
Yeah.
off of Talladega Nights.
He was
What
awesome.
is-
He was such
I
a
would-
nice guy.
I do not want to choose a specific fast car because I like them all. Keep talking there, Sacha Baron.
This is a movie.
Am I being punked?
Yeah, it was magic.
Where's Ashton Kutcher?
Yeah. But when we walked, we got in there, so where it is, we went in. On the way there, we saw a massive blowout. We were in 2 cars.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Dan's fucking hooning it down, and we're following him in the truck. And next minute, this massive RV with a car towing it just goes,
It was definitely a meth lab.
yeah, and for real, it's like full Breaking
It
Bad.
was definitely a meth
Probably
lab.
was.
You could hear like all the chemistry equipment
And
rolling in the back. And,
But he handled it well. He was like,
or maybe it was Will Ferrell and fucking Anchorman. That is
Maybe.
one of my favourite scenes out of any movie ever.
yeah, well, he would have just gone off.
You remember that one, the slow motion scene in the
Everything
RV?
flying.
Mystery's just sitting there with a blank look. He only watches like obscure French art movies.
Is this the Renaissance? No. It is not for me.
You
What was
always
that
catch
comment?
me out when I'm clocking the camera to make sure it's working.
Is everything
You weren't
working?
clocking the
You
camera,
seen
you're
this
looking
film?
into space.
I did, but
Is it the shiny gloves? Is that what's catching you?
I did. I'd gone there to check if it recorded.
their vision's based on movement.
Just check the cup.
Don't move.
Yeah, we're good.
Wait, what did you drive?
A Lamborghini.
Aventador.
Event, yeah.
Was yours the Aventador? A Special or something?
It was a Huracan, but the race version.
Yeah.
And what did you drive?
One of them.
The Lamborghini.
Ford Cortina. 1989 Ford Cortina.
Performante or something. Yeah, it was a 1.1 Popular Plus Fiesta. And I still fucking nailed a 1 minute lap.
Nice.
But when you were there,
Only 4 gears.
there was an airbase next to it. So you just got these fucking fighter jets just like, boom, just like someone nipping to the
showing
shops.
off.
The first time when we pulled up, I was like, fucking get that on video. And Dan was like, they're here all the time. There's like 20 of them just whoosh.
Do you remember that weird experience we had, Wad? I talked about that in Vegas.
Oh, did you?
You're here now, so you can confirm. Yeah, turn the mic to it.
All right, go on.
There was a really weird experience that we had in Vegas. Have I told you about this?
Not sure.
This was,
You didn't tell him about the
and
van.
the thing is, this was the day after I fought Dwayne Ludwig at the MGM, right?
Yeah.
So had I been on my own, I would have just thought it was a concussion.
How many times that happened? All the time.
So you were staying at my room at the MGM. I was staying at home because I was living in
Yeah.
Vegas. So I come over to the MGM to pick you up to
Yeah.
head back to mine. And as we're driving on the 215 around that corner near where Wahoo Fish Tacos is and stuff, there's a sticker in Wahoo Fish Taco in south of Vegas. Send us a photograph if you find it.
Of yourself with that photo.
Of yourself.
And you'll get
Yeah, in
a
fact, there are a
mystery
few
bag.
stickers. So
You'll
you've got
know what it is as always.
You definitely know
Yeah.
what it is. Anyway,
I don't want to know.
It's Raptor Country.
it's Raptor Country.
It is.
So we're driving around the 215. We're going around that bend just to start heading north, like over towards Red Rock. What a night! We just so happened to have been watching loads of Ancient Aliens, hadn't we? which is hilarious. Giorgio
Yeah.
Salukas with the big
Oh, yeah.
hair and the
Oh, yeah.
dark orange tan.
And the
He's
nonsense.
brilliant. And the nonsense. I'm not saying it was aliens, but it was aliens.
Yeah.
So we're driving along in my truck and we're just driving around the 215, and all of a sudden, this shadow passed over the car.
Big shadow.
A big shadow passed over the car, but it was sharp enough to have been close enough to the road to not be too obscured.
Yeah.
But it was slightly wider than the car over the lane that
Yeah.
we were in,
Yeah.
and it followed the road around, and we were doing 65, sticking to the speed limit.
Of course we were.
Obviously.
And
Careful.
it just came firing around, and we watched it disappear off into the distance.
Yeah.
And I didn't say anything because my first thought is this is definitely that
Spy plane.
Dwayne Ludwig right hand that
Yeah.
he told me with earlier. And the next
No,
thing
but we both looked at each other as well.
yeah,
we were both
well,
like,
no, the first thing is you looked out,
yeah. There's nothing
and I was
there.
like, okay, he saw it as well. And then we looked at each other. That was really weird.
That was weird.
No sound,
Wow.
nothing, no,
And there's
nothing,
nothing
at all.
in the sky.
No,
But there
That's
is an
weird.
airbase nearby.
there is an airbase nearby.
Come on, boys.
Right?
But the thing is, it's
Have you
plane.
listened to the Bob Lazar Rogan podcast? How good was
No,
Joe
but I
Rogan?
watched the Netflix.
Oh,
I watched the
right.
Netflix.
Listen
watched
to the podcast as
Doco,
well.
yeah.
I did both of them the other day. They're amazing.
Dude.
Yeah.
It's been the highlight.
If you were
of my
living in
week.
Vegas now, would you have stormed Area 51?
Oh yeah, no.
I reckon if we were all still, yeah, but if we were all there now, we'd be like, oh, shall we?
Well,
Shall we fucking-
well, if everyone else is
5
going,
minutes, yeah, fucking, let's go. We'll be right.
Yeah,
But yeah, Joe Rogan, eh?
he was awesome, wasn't he?
Dude, that was a fucking pinch yourself moment. We were at their weigh-ins, and I was backstage with Dan, and we'd literally just watched it all kick off, which was fucking bonkers in the first place. And then I wanted to make sure I'd spoken to Joe just for a bucket list thing, because obviously I'll always say don't go full fanboy unless it's Joe Rogan. And he was there, and I went over to him and was like, oh my god, you're Joe Rogan. Listen, I remember when you did this and you had her, and fucking chatting away and trying to justify.
Factor.
I loved it before that. I knew you before that. So like trying to justify my existence to Joe, and he was sort of like, yeah, all right, you fucking crazy cunt, fuck off. I'm not watching your podcast. I don't want
I
your
stayed at
stickers.
South Point.
Yeah.
Yeah. My room key.
Can I roll you a joke, Joe? We can be bestest friends. So yeah, that went down really well. And Dan had obviously, he'd gone the other way around the cage because he didn't want to be associated with some fucking idiot. So there I am, just like,
It's that Bill Burr curling analogy.
yeah, I just went around.
The curling stone goes.
Just let it go. Just let it happen. And you quite coolly went around the other way. So then I came back from Joe as happy as fuck, even though I knew that this is just fucking John Kavanagh all over again, which is another story. Fuck that. So I went back to Dan. I was just like, fucking yeah, met Joe and what? And bear in mind, then Joe had then left me, shook off the cobwebs of like, the fuck has just happened?
English are here again.
I've just been brain raped. So he came straight over and he's like, Dan, how are you? And then I sort of looked at him and say, see, I am with him. And then he entertained me and spoke to me for a while.
You got the seal of approval.
Yeah,
so,
for real.
he's fine. Talk to him.
So I'm
He's
stood
all right.
there talking like,
he's crazy, but he's our crazy.
Exactly, yeah. He's kind of with me. And then Faber came up and I was like, oh my God, that's your eye, Faber. And it was. And so then we had this picture with all four, which was fucking insane. But Dan was like, oh, so you're in town at the minute, Joe? And he was like, I am in town. I can get you in. And we were like, and you know, every part of us just like, oh my God, I'm going to fucking explode. And he did. So he got us in. And the craziest thing was, you'd obviously seen him before. Us three hadn't. Even just getting the tickets and just seeing our own ticket was cool.
Yeah, Mystery stuck his on his laptop.
Yeah, fair play. Mine's still in my wallet. Mine is literally still in my wallet.
You've got fans over here.
Oh, man. So we went into the theatre and we were literally the best seats you could get in the house. And we're sat bang centre, like 3 rows back. Fucking perfect, right? So it was cool. But then there's like 2 whole rows of empty seats. And I was like, I thought this was a sellout. Can't send pictures of an empty fucking theatre. And it's full, but there's just this thing. So then this guy, this massive security guard comes walking in, just stands by a chair. And we're all like, what the fuck's going off? And like the Beverly Hillbillies fucking roll in. I was like, these must be Vegas money. They're not like dressing up Vegas money. Do you know what I mean? They looked a bit special. So they wandered in. I was like, oh, fucking hell. I wonder who that is. And there's Steve Tyler sat on the end of the row. And I'm like, I can touch Steve Tyler. There's Steve Tyler.
And he did.
Yeah.
The rest of the set
Probably
was great.
2
I had to
minutes
record it on my phone,
Yeah.
so he got thrown out before the
licking his hair. One woman went straight over and was like, oh my God, Steve, like I did to Joe.
Yeah.
And she went over to him and grabbed his hand. And I mean, to be fair, Steve Tyler's a small dude. And the security guard just picked her up and was like, nope. And just moved her away. And she was like an Energizer bunny. And he was like, walk away. It was insane.
Me and Dean went to see Joe in London once, and afterwards we were just stood outside, and he was just stood chatting, and like I reckon 15 people came up. Hey Joe, just passed him something in his hand.
Yeah.
Hey Joe, you're right. Hey, welcome to London. He's just like, oh, I don't know what I'm going to do with all of this. He's got pockets
He does
full of
know
it.
what he's going to do with all of that.
burns it on the floor of his hotel room.
Yeah.
That's what he does.
Sorting out
Just puts it
podcasts.
in a little pile and sets it on fire.
Of course he does. Yeah, waste it.
You want to talk about some fights?
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, there were the fights at the weekend. Are you not watched any fights?
I've watched a couple from that card, yeah.
Oh,
top,
you did?
The top 3, yeah. I
Did
watched
you really?
Jones, Holly Holm fight.
Oh, no, hang on. I mean, we've moved on.
Are you going Vegas?
moving on.
Do you want to do Vegas first?
Well, we can do.
Oh, dude, let's
Go on
do
then.
Vegas
Go on
first.
then.
All right, let me bring
Either
it
way, whatever.
Go on
because we were there.
Because it's Super S.
You didn't mention that. Have you been to Vegas?
Dude, I feel like I've gone vegan.
It's
Like,
super-
everyone's like, they'll be talking to me like, oh, do you know what time the school disco is
Yeah, I'm
tomorrow? I'm
vegan.
like, well, interesting. I got it in Vegas. It's actually traditional ink. There's a guy called Thomas Asher. It's from Last Chance Tattoo. We were there at 3 a.m. in Vegas, and we were just chilling. And like, there was a 7-Eleven in Vegas. You're like, yeah, but what the fuck are you talking about? And I'll show them these. Got my props. Got my Joe Rogan ticket. Yeah, fucking full tourist.
Yeah, we did get tattoos, didn't we?
We did. How
Got my
fucking cool was
sevens.
that?
Yeah, got my 3 7s.
Man.
And you know what? You know the funny thing is, because I see 3 7s all the time. I don't know why, and I just like it. And I was driving along yesterday, completely in my own head, driving along, thinking to myself, I wonder if now I've got 3 7s tattooed, I'll
3
start
8s.
seeing less 7s. And literally as soon as I had that thought, I had a car drive past me with 3 7s on the back.
We drove out the services the other day when we were going down to Cage Warriors. 3 7s on the car in front of us.
There's 3 7s everywhere.
Yeah.
We need to talk to Joe about that at some point.
To Joe,
Yeah.
does he have the answers?
Oh, he's got all the fucking answers, man.
Have you met Joe Rogan?
For half an hour. Literally me and him locking eyes. Didn't even fucking I didn't even blink. I was just like, Joe Rogan. Joe. Yeah. He'll have the answers without a
Yeah,
doubt.
probably.
Yeah. Or he's got 3
Definitely know
8s
somebody
tattooed.
would.
He's got 3 8s tattooed on the back of his leg and you can't talk anymore.
As long as it's not 3 6s.
Definitely not.
One question that I do get asked a lot, which might be worth mentioning now, is a Joe Rogan podcast. I won't mention exactly when, but yeah, it's coming up. We've figured it out.
Coming up.
So we're gonna be doing that very soon,
Of course we are.
which will be fun.
I say we. Are you staying here?
That doesn't mean us.
Man the fort, yeah? Nice one, Rod. Yeah, we'll look after this
Yeah.
place.
You had your podcast.
Make sure you angry fold those.
Mate, I had that
teeth.
half an hour. You're going to walk in, you're going to like, a blowtorch and a sword. Set fire to that fucking wolf thing. I'm like, oh, sorry, Joe. Get out. I'm sorry. Joey Diaz is just eating Slim with fucking blue cheese. How many edibles you had, Joey? Just a few. Slim's like, hey, Peter. Problems.
Yeah, and one of you lot would be the only person in history to break a kettlebell as well. I can imagine that.
Yeah, just pick it up. Pung. They always do this, Joe.
Mug's broken.
You're not fucking up.
No, what is that?
Anyway.
Right.
Anyway, yeah, we have dogs, as you know.
Yeah.
We have pets.
So,
Go on then. Which fights do you want to talk about then? Is it super necessary to talk about the knee?
dude, mate, I saw the biggest reaction of different people from that you can tell were mothers that cover MMA. And there was a sweetheart, there was a lady there, she was lovely. We were talking to her for 5 minutes in the coffee cart. And bear in mind, you guys have spent time with Masvidal, so he's your boy. I'm not saying you don't like Ben Askren, because it's not like that. It's just when you... Does he need to have that toy taken off him?
No, it's cool. None of this actually really comes through on the mic.
We're
so
just
it's
ruining the
every
flow.
other time.
Sorry, nice
So,
one,
yeah.
Ben. Twat. Cheers, Ben. So, basically, we were sat there, and we're in the media room, which obviously on the vlog you'll see that there's the food at the back, coffee bar, and then there's TVs. So we'd sat there, and we were fucking jonesing for the Masvidal fight, because we'd seen him throughout the week. Oh, I fucking tell you what.
Definitely came through.
Yeah. So we sat there, and next minute we get a drink, and within seconds, it's over. And we were like, yo! We're acting like fans, and it was like, oh man, what the fuck are we doing? Because bear in mind, we'd just seen Jan ice out fucking Luke, and we're like, ah! And turned around, and the rest of the media like, okay. Impartial. And we're like, fucking, oh my son. Which then happened with Masvidal, and we were like, yeah. And then when he clubbed him twice more, and we're like, fucking have that. And this woman was like, that's just super unnecessary. And I'm like, ooh, don't think it is.
Yeah, a lot of that laughing on the press conference videos is us laughing at Masvidal. Well, you could tell it's you laughing at Masvidal.
Mate, he was hilarious. He was absolutely on
I didn't
fire.
think that would get picked up. I rewatched it and I could just hear in the background like,
all dogs within a 5 mile radius were barking.
Yeah, crying. Yeah,
He's just been on point.
Yeah,
it seems for like months. Like everything he says is like on point. Everything he does is on point.
But he's not changed.
And I guess that's if you're being just authentic and genuine, you don't get caught out because he's just being him. And
He's
just
never
doing his
ever
thing.
changed, has he?
No.
He's never changed.
And that's the thing. I think his time's arrived because he's kind of the antithesis of what people have already been experiencing.
Yeah, it's not managed. It's not. It's
he's not
raw,
a character.
yeah.
He's not Conor McGregor or
No.
you know what I mean. He's not playing a character.
But he is a character, but he's not playing it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's authentic, which is why sometimes he says the wrong things and upsets people. And,
I mean, he could get
I like
iced in his next 10 fights, and you'd still be like, I don't care.
Yeah.
And you just.
I mean, I
turn
loved
around
it.
and
I loved the knee. It was amazing. It was a good way to finish it. I would have been interested to see how he was going to deal with the wrestling.
Yeah.
From a coaching point of view, I'd be like, I wonder how how's he going
kind
to
of.
solve that little
Yeah.
puzzle. But what a way to finish!
It'd be to have that video to back it up the day after as well in the PR. And it's just like, this whole thing, just threw it together.
And the thing is, as well, with that flying knee finish, if he goes on to fight Kamaru Usman next, that's the first thing that's going to be in Usman's mind if he's level changing.
Well, he ran at Till.
Yeah.
So the thing is, it's like red and black on roulette, isn't it? 2 reds, 1 black, 2 black, 1 red. You don't do the flying again. So Usman's going to be like, oh shit, and he's going to be like, ping. I think. But yeah, I just want him to get a belt.
He'll
Man. I
start
think he
real slow
deserves
next
it.
time and just
Just on the cage. What is that? Fucking cool as fuck. You can't get cooler than that.
have you seen the Masvidal and McGregor?
Yeah.
What do you think to that? Because I think that's quite.
I think
interesting.
McGregor gets murdered.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
yeah.
Man,
Me
against,
too.
yeah.
Every range Masvidal beats him.
It's like
Like,
McGregor
that-
fighting
like-
a bigger Diaz.
Like that's there are levels to this shit. There are levels to this shit.
Yeah.
Like McGregor's like in his adolescence in comparison to what Masvidal knows about fighting. Like McGregor's really good at a few things.
Yeah.
Masvidal can do everything with the best of them.
Masvidal's not in it as a sport. If I think the Fight Disciple said it, if there wasn't the UFC or boxing, he would still be fighting.
Yeah.
What was the other chat about? Who else was he going to fight?
Not Bisping. He changed his tune.
What since the knee?
Yeah, since the knee, there was 2 people.
McGregor and Usman.
Oh, Usman, yeah, sorry,
Yeah.
you said it, didn't you?
Yeah. Yeah, it could be a long night for him, but I mean, there's the rivalry between the 2 teams as well,
Yeah.
which I'm just fully invested. I just really enjoy his character and everything.
Yeah.
I mean, I do Askren, and I think he handled it really well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, made jokes about it, and you know, well, it was gonna happen at some point. You know.
Well, it's the way they both did it, because even when Askren was like, I'm okay.
Yeah.
And then
He didn't
Masvidal
get
grabbed it and was like, fake news, Ben's still sleeping. It wasn't mad aggressive, but it was like, the timing of it was perfect every time.
Do you think wrestlers have an instinct to drop their level? So when something out of the blue happens, they instantly drop their level, whereas a natural sort of
Look
striker
at,
wouldn't necessarily drop.
Like a kickboxer has the instinct to swerve the van if someone speeds.
Yeah.
It's a similar kind of like reaction that's trained into the nervous system.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But look
When
at,
when he's coming at you like that kind of speed, you're going to go back to what you know best.
Get
and
as
maybe for a
close as
wrestler,
quick.
that was-
Yeah.
Remember what
was
Chael
sort of drop
Sonnen
a
did to
level.
Vanderlei when Vanderlei came axe murdering at him. First thing he did was level change, took him down.
yeah. Well, look at Thiago Alves and Matt Hughes. Matt Hughes got iced with a big knee, level changing, and Matt Hughes was known for his fucking double leg. So the amount of speed he's going in at,
And Thiago Alves at that point was just a monster, wasn't he?
he was like Uber-y money.
He was.
What's in this?
He was
The
like,
old
jacked.
pre-USADA
I always remember
superhero
he was doing
days.
so much weight as well. He was just massive. That was
Mate.
my first live UFC. My first. I did it-
Alves Hughes?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good, man.
So, 85.
Yeah.
85.
Because it was.
What else do you want to talk about in that card?
I
Jan-
would like
Jan against Rockhold.
Jan against Rockhold.
How good did Chiesa look?
Dude.
And he's a superstar as well. The video that we put up's been doing really well. With
Well, he
Chiesa.
became my best friend.
He's a real nice guy. Isn't he?
squatching.
Yeah. He had a lot of time, especially for you, because he fanned out a little bit and was like, oh,
Well,
my
because he knows
God.
he's getting socks. That's what it is.
For real, he's getting
Because he knows
he
he's
got
getting
he already got a pin
He's
badge.
covered
Well, I messaged him and we were having a bit of a chat. I'll probably be dreaming about it tonight, Mike, just as you do. But I'm addicted now to YouTube comments because they're ridiculous. They're the best and the worst thing in the world.
I was just thinking we could edit that part where he.
I'm addicted. I'll just say, I'm a dick. You don't have to edit anything. Just a dick. So when you're looking at it, and like the case of interview is blowing up, and people are getting into it, and realizing that there's no podcast this week is pretty much you're living with us in Vegas, which is fucking cool. And how organic that was he literally walked out and was like, oh my God. And we had a big chat. It was wicked. But all the comments that was like, oh my God, I thought he was a cunt. Quite like him. And it was like, the amount of people, like, if you were Michael Chiesa looking through it like,
Hey.
oh, okay. The fuck did I do?
but
well,
I
he's a
get that all
pussy.
the
He
time.
sued Conor. and it's
What
like,
did he do? Has he done something I've missed?
It's because he sued McGregor for the bus incident because he got cut and he couldn't fight.
Oh,
Man,
he
that's
sued someone
college
'cause he
fund.
got caught.
Fucking too right. What are you going to do? Red panty night? Do you want to get punched? No. What did he do? He threw shards of glass at my face. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can live
And he
with
couldn't
that.
fight. I get it. I mean, that's no bother with
I feel
that.
like he's well within his rights.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, for real. But
He's a really nice guy.
he was,
Very
and the
great
love
dude.
that he got from him, it was almost like that second-hand, like,
Yeah.
reverse negative of like, oh, I thought you were a cunt.
Yeah, but I get
really
that
like
all
you.
the time. Like, you should see some of the comments that pop up. We've even seen him on the YouTube
I do
channel.
see him. I love him.
Oh, I used to think he was a prick. I used to think he was a right arrogant twat, but he's all right.
Mate,
He's all right.
He can't,
tell
he
me
can't, he can't
Is that an
drive, but
emoji?
he's all right.
Can we make that an emoji?
yeah. Is he a bit of a cunt? Bit.
Yeah. He
Mate,
has his moments. He has
That's
his
my
moments.
emoji. That's
the amount of people come up to me after they've met you and go, he's all right, isn't he? And I'm like, yeah, what the fuck do you expect?
yeah.
Yeah.
Just don't piss him off.
You know,
Yeah. Don't fucking pull out on him in a Tesla. Don't be coming towards him in the wrong side of the fucking road.
whatever side that is.
Yeah. Don't mess up
He
this.
decides what side of the road it
Yeah,
is.
I'm here today.
No, you know what you should start doing when someone comes up to you and says that? You should go, please help.
Yeah. Like on League of Gentlemen. Trying to buy some pegs. Please help me. I don't even know her. Hello, Dave. Fucking shit in my pants.
Toilet was blocked, but
Yeah.
fixed it.
Don't worry, I fixed it
my
now.
wife now. I haven't watched that in a while. That was weird.
Yeah,
Really
but it's
weird,
all straight
wasn't
in there, right?
It is.
There you go.
It is.
Hive brain.
What's all this shouting? We'll have no trouble here.
You need to look straight at the camera. Oh, Tubbs.
We'll have no trouble here.
Where have you been?
What's all this shouting?
Do you know who would perfectly fit into the League of Gentlemen?
Who's that?
Diego Sanchez.
Oh, dude.
Oh, wow.
He's got his own wing
That
of
guy.
the corner shop.
An experiment. You haven't put the footage live. I don't think anyone has.
Has anyone put the video out of his?
I don't want to be the guy that does it.
Well, the thing is, I only got the very end of it where he was spinning around in a circle with his arms out with a scarf around his neck.
That's the best bit.
Yeah.
You wanted to see all this shit
He was
first.
flapping. He was honestly, you know, when you were a kid and you got jazzed about a cartoon on a Saturday morning, you're like, fuck yeah, cartoons are on. Let's fucking dance. He was like a 7-year-old, just had his fucking cereal, and he's like fucking floating around, and he's got his new coat.
I thought he was tripping.
He was mad tripping. He had socks pulled up to his knees. He had like a...
Well, that's not... I mean, you can't say that's the Raptors.
Yeah, but-
They've always got the fucking...
Yeah, well, yeah, but he didn't pull it off, and he had like
no shoes.
He had like a caped hood and like a shaman stick. He's just fucking mooching about, and I was like, I'd just seen him come out of the car park, and he came flying across the car park, got into like a 2002 Prius, spun out of space dead fast, aggressive, was like. Wheel spun off in this like card made from air, and he fucking went dead hard out, and this fucking SUV pulled out with the family, and he went, "Oh, I'm ever so sorry." Back down, but then he was in the same get-up in the cage, and just floating.
Yeah, I thought he'd soaked his scarf in LSD and he was slowly drip feeding it into his neck or something.
He can't be like that all the time.
He has
He
to
can't be.
It has to be a state of mind because he.
If there's a high, there's a low. You cannot be like that 24 hours a day.
So what's his low like?
There isn't one.
High. Can you imagine?
Sugar.
Yeah, it's just nothing. I'm
He's
not
like,
done with
have you seen it on 21 Jump Street where they go through the tripping balls phase? That's Diego constantly. Do you know when his head turns into an ice cream and his eyebrows fall off? Like, don't blow me, son. Remember the bit?
Has he got a furry wall at his
Yeah,
house?
yeah. It's like, tripping balls. But there was I think the highlight for me of a Diego story was a high-level coach. You'll see it on the vlog.
Can we change his nickname to Jeffrey?
Diego the Jeffrey.
Diego Jeffrey Sanchez.
Just Jeff.
Just Jeff. My name's Jeff. So, because we'd seen Diego do this, and it wasn't something we were making public, we were turning around and seeing all the reaction, because backstage was fucking insane. Like, Jake Shields, Gilbert Melendez, fucking all...
Max Holloway dressed in peach.
Max Holloway in
Peach and
orange
white.
head to toe.
Big call.
Just smashing it.
Looking
Rob
like
Whittaker
looking
just...
like a tutti frutti.
Yeah, killing it. Israel Adesanya in his socks, as tall as a fuck. He was huge. And I was like, this is bonkers.
That's because you're on your knees when he walked past.
That's a different video. You can subscribe to my OnlyFans page for $12.99 a month.
You've got a Patreon account.
OnlyFans page, full nude. So when we were there, to think that was insane. Like Dana White's 2 foot away, fucking DC's over in the corner. No Dominic Snooze. Didn't get to throw down with Dom. But we stood there, and the strangest thing was him dancing. But everyone's story that goes, you think that's fucking weird. You want to see when he was at the gym doing this.
Yeah, everyone had a weird story.
So the best story I heard had actions, and you'll see it on the vlog. It was Faraz Zahabi who came up, which I lost my fucking mind when he was there, because I was just like, fucking hell, that's insane. So that's cool, right? So he's come up and he started talking to us, and he's like, oh, have you seen his coach? And Dan was like, I've seen bits and bobs of him being a bit mental. And he goes, yeah, there's one where he's like, okay, I'm going to punch you now. And he punched Dan so gently in the stomach, but then within a second was stroking his face. And I was like, yo, there's fucking some mushrooms or shit in the air in this fucking media tent, because it was the craziest thing.
That was a weird night. There was
Yeah.
a lot of weird stuff happening in that media tent.
Yeah, and then Faraz just went around stroking. There was a lot of weird. I'm not allowed to talk about that, am I? Oh, no. I don't want to give him the airtime.
No,
my beard is shaved because I chose to shave it, not because some prick thought it'd be good to advise me to shave my fucking beard.
I mean, it
You
was
don't know how to
messy,
work
and now it's
YouTube.
not.
No,
You don't know. How to work.
I'm worried about how much he was influencing your behaviour.
I don't know, because he looks like a scruffaluffagus, so I can't really fucking get onto that, can I?
Anyway, what else do you want to talk about from that fight?
That card.
Arnold Allen, congratulations, Arnold.
Fantastic,
Allen.
yeah,
Melendez
especially
was
over
a
Gil
huge
Melendez,
win.
man.
Huge
Fantastic.
win. Yeah. John Jones just didn't look like himself. I need to watch the fight again. I've not had a chance to watch it again.
Yeah.
I need to watch it again. But I mean, I had Jones winning, but then I think that's partly because I expected him to win, so I wasn't really scoring it round by round.
Yeah.
Which is my mistake. But I wasn't working, so it was nice to take a night off.
Yeah.
Santos's 3
Out of.
tears.
Yeah, all the CLs.
Oh yeah.
How's your
Out
leg?
of.
Shredded.
Mental.
Yeah.
ACL, MCL, OCL.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah.
But the
So
thing
that
was,
just a new
9
knee.
months.
Yeah. New leg is
got,
like a...
got to be 9 months.
bolt on.
9 months to a year. It's got to be to re-up that.
Can we 3D print it for him?
Tough though to carry on. Against,
Yeah.
against
5
bones.
rounds. And then the thing was, it was really close because he was throwing mad volume, but not really tuned in. Say 70% dialed in, lots of volume. Whereas John was throwing crazy shit and connecting with, like there was a spinning back elbow at one point.
Yeah.
The entire media tent went, whoa. Okay, that was weird. But it was like millimeters away. But it just didn't feel like normal John. And I don't know, I saw a lot of things come out afterwards where it said how Holly's loss affected him. Because they'd been together the whole week.
Yeah.
Obviously, they're mad close, they're training partners. But it was one of them where she wasn't looking bad. Amanda just looked like Amanda. And fuck that.
That's a weird one, because like we had it in Manchester, didn't we, for UFC 105? We had 5 people on the card.
Yeah.
There were 5 of us on the card.
Yeah.
And that was the last
Probably one of my favourite sporting nights.
Oh, it was awesome.
Ever.
Yeah.
All right, don't keep going on about it.
Oh, sorry. It wasn't in Vegas. It was only in Manchester, but, can't all go to Vegas.
Fuck off.
Did you get a tattoo?
We didn't.
Not
We get 5 wins.
We did
get 5 wins.
Is that when Andre
Five
put a
wins.
snooker ball in a
Five
sock
fights,
and
5
threw it over
wins.
his shoulder?
Yeah, he did.
Fucking
Who's that?
Rory
Delgado?
And he just sort of went,
yeah.
bing! This guy's like, ugh.
So what, you beat Swick,
Yep.
Ross won,
Yeah, let me look it up.
Nick won.
But like, it's just happened
Andre
recently with
won.
Alpha Male, hasn't it? Because they like the recent card, they had loads of fighters on the card, and I always wondered what that would do psychologically if you're like sitting watching your teammates compete, especially if you see one of them get knocked out badly like that.
Minutes before you're going out as well,
Yeah.
because how long her fight takes determines when you're going out. So it's not even like you can go, I'll speak to her when she's back.
It has to shift the dynamic a little bit, doesn't
Got
it?
to.
I know.
Especially because did you see Faber's reaction when what's his name won his fight?
I didn't see it. No.
Yongdong.
That's
Yudong.
it. Song
Yudong.
Yeah.
Yudong song.
And he was like,
Yudong Song, what a talent.
Mate.
Yeah.
Was he
Yeah.
20? 19?
yeah,
Insane.
20?
something like
But
that.
you know,
7-fight win streak, I think he's on.
what was crazy was the fact Faber fought a week after the 239 because he was just mooching about with his kid and just like being Faber. It was fucking crazy. You know, normally you're in fight camp and that's it. Like the week before you're dialed in, ready to fucking go. And he was just being like, how's it, bro? Yeah, everything good.
So 4, we had Andre was the first one with a knockout in the first
Not
round.
roll yet. Yeah.
Clink, watch that. 105.
Then we had Nick stop Matthew Riddle.
After a load of shit talk from Matt Riddle.
course,
all
yeah,
the
shit
shit
talk.
talk
We don't
the
even
whole
say that
time.
name.
And
Can we edit that name
Nick
out?
Basically,
Buttertooth cunt.
Nick basically out.
There's a big reference to that. That's not just a mad slur. That's like what he called dancer. Fuck that guy. But there you
Oh
go.
yeah, he did. Didn't
You
he?
remember?
Yeah.
It's rude.
Yeah, he's a
Yeah,
wrestler
he is.
now, isn't he?
He was the guy that tested positive for weed and then said that it stops him slapping his wife or something. You know what I mean?
Good reason, bro.
He's one of those kind of
Stand-up douche.
doesn't calculate before he says anything. Then Ross beat Aaron Riley, and I will still say to this day that is probably one of his 2 best performances.
Yeah.
Ross.
Clay.
Yeah, I think Aaron Riley and Dennis C.
Gray, sorry, not Clay. Gray Maynard.
Gray was a good one. I tell you, I watched Frankie Edgar Gray Maynard fights the other day because I was researching for Inside the Octagon.
Was there more knockdowns than an old person's
You know,
home?
if you just make a highlight of the first round, you would not think that Frankie Edgar would ever be able to beat Gray Maynard, let alone on that night. Crazy.
Mate, but it was the
Toxic
second round when he
yeah.
came out and then Frankie was like, fuck it, I'll have a go now. And Gray was like, well, you have a round then.
Yeah.
He's like, fucking do it.
Exhausted,
Yeah,
wasn't he?
finish
Punched
him.
himself out.
Yeah.
That adrenaline dump as well. And that's the thing, like when you're watching someone compete as well, watching a teammate compete.
Wasn't Randy in Gray's corner?
I believe he was, yeah. Training at Extreme Couture at the time.
I don't know why I remember that. I know that Randy was in contract disputes at that
There's
point.
a lot of stuff that you remember that
Stupid
makes no
shit,
sense
yeah.
to
That's
me.
when I'm telling Joe Rogan, oh my God, at UFC 17 when you did this. He's like, fuck off. Yeah, my bad. Can I be your friend?
So, all right, 239. We're done with that. That was good. Vegas was fun. We'll see you next year.
100%.
What about the fights from this weekend? Did you watch any of them?
No,
I did.
Okay.
I'm out.
Well, we'll quick blast over them. Jermaine Durandamy, was it an early stoppage?
That was a big
What?
old punch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think you could have
Have you
brought
seen
her
it?
out.
Yeah. Early stoppage. What have you seen it?
No,
No.
not seen it.
He says.
Have you seen
I
it?
think
Yeah.
you at least land one more. I mean,
was
she
really
looked,
bad.
she spun and went defensive, but that second one didn't really land.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fucking. She went. It was just almost autopilot to sprawl, but she didn't seem that bothered that it was finished. And I don't know if that's
I don't
after
think
that
she
weight
knew.
cut.
I don't
No,
think she had any idea. Excuse me.
you all right?
Yeah. I'm ready for some. Yeah. Anyway.
Fish tacos.
Yeah, some fish tacos. What are you giggling at? Hang on. Have you show the camera your ring?
It's weighing him down.
His gangster ring.
My sister got it me.
It's beautiful. He's only wearing it so he can backhand somebody though.
That's when he can get enough momentum to do a spin.
Why am I doing that?
Just because you're waving it around, and I want people to know what bling you're wearing. If they see you out, they might be able to take it off, and then we can test your jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
What about Faber?
Dude.
Look at that. So the top 2 fights on that were a total of, 62 seconds.
Josh Emmett looked ridiculous.
Yeah, he does look good.
Always.
Did you see that video of him doing sit-ups in the pool? What about that video I sent you the other day? We won't mention the fighter's name. The video I sent you on Instagram.
That I sent back this picture.
That's the one. It's just a flat mouth emoji came back.
My favourite emoji.
There's a fighter at the moment, and she's a good fighter. I've already given it away by saying it. So that's narrowed it down. She's a really good fighter. She's doing some really unusual training stuff though. And there was something she was doing the other day on this rocker board type thing.
Nonsense training.
Yeah.
This is why the UFC PI has been created. PI has been created for exactly that reason. The PI is trying to get rid of the nonsense training. Man. And they have access now. Anyone can use it.
Yeah.
Go
if
use
you
it.
See this on YouTube.
Go use it.
Don't come back.
Yeah. It was she was on this rocking board thing with these posts with the what they call blaze pods, which are awesome. We're going to play about with them in a minute.
Thank you for that.
I'm addicted. So yeah, they're spread out around her. And as if that wasn't difficult enough, trying to hit these things as they're moving, her coach has got a boxing glove on a stick, and he's trying to hit
like it's a knockout. He's got a bucket of water.
I think her feet are fixed right, so she's not actually using any footwork at all. I think her feet are fixed.
But they're on those the
rockers, yeah, but they're not actually moving.
Can she not
forward.
move them?
I don't think she can move forward or backwards
like
or lateral.
That's even worse. Yeah, but there are 2 of them.
Oh.
It seemed very nonsensy to me, hence the flat mouth emoji.
That's a fun game we can play. What about other nonsense training?
If you did go into the PI and you're like, have you got the 2 balance boards? He's like, out.
Yeah.
Out, don't come back.
The gas mask, the big one. Like I think I've moaned about the snorkels and the gas mask.
Yeah.
Is complete nonsense.
I remember someone bringing training masks to me as a sponsor, and they were like, well, first of all, they wanted me to wear it walking out to the octagon.
Imagine if you just fainted.
By the time I got there,
that one with the bong in
fucking
it.
Steve's up looking like some out of Slipknot, like a dickhead. Yeah. Ready? Anyway, so they brought that as a sponsor to me, and I can't remember who that was. I
think
was it
I
Wad?
do remember it was. It wasn't Wad. I remember. The first thing I said is, "There's no way I could be sponsored by them." Like Ollie would just
disown.
He would just disown me. He'd never speak to me again.
Let me write a paper on this.
You did as well, didn't you?
Well, an article, yeah. I mean, look, I get it. Look, everyone's trying to look for that 1% in there. They're trying to test the edges of training, what have you. But until you got the sort of fundamentals of training right, those edges are nonsense. Do you know what I mean? Get strong, get powerful, get your training schedule right, train hard, have the right intensity, have the right attitude, and you're killing it. You need a bit of talent in there, but that's the fundamentals, isn't it?
You could
there we go.
That advice.
That's Ollie's soundbite.
There we go.
Boom.
Right, I'm
out. Okay. Any other fights
Did you
on that
think
card?
it was early stoppage?
Yeah, I suppose it was. I would if I was Aspen Ladd, I would have liked a bit more time, but I don't think she was coming back. That's the reality.
There's no kill shot.
No,
there was no.
She
kill
fell
shot.
and then she
no
went
double
to
tap.
hit. She hit.
Of course, the
chest.
Raptor wants a kill shot. Of course they do.
Finish him.
Do you not think that was her being cautious because of the weight cut?
Well, but that shouldn't be a factor.
Who's the girl getting on the scales?
That's her.
Was that her?
The opponent. Yeah.
Oh.
The fact that you didn't recognise is really bad.
Yeah. It's only because I caught it quickly on Twitter. I didn't really see it.
Yeah.
That was horrific.
Yeah. But that shouldn't be a factor, should it? You shouldn't take into account how bad their weight cut was and how.
No, not from a referee's point of view.
Not at all.
No.
The thing I always try and bear in mind is that the referee's closer to it than anybody, and they get a unique angle that nobody else gets. And the one thing that you can develop over time is an ability to look at someone in the eyes and know when they're done.
Yeah. They know.
And the thing is, you've got to think. Even children from a certain age, I don't have children, but you two can back me up. From a certain age, when they trip, they'll stop themselves with their hands as a natural reaction, right?
If they don't stop themselves, they're out.
Well, there you go. Yeah. But that's the thing. Like, it's a natural reaction to do that. Like, you'll see people get knocked out cold and still throw a punch afterwards.
Yeah.
You know, there's a natural reaction to. I don't know why this jumped into my mind. There was something that I always used to read in the Book of the Samurai, and it always talked about you can make one decision for your body after you've been beheaded. And there was always this idea.
Fuck you!
Take a joint over to my head.
Or just just one.
One final.
Or just volley your own head.
Yeah. Juggle.
Yeah. I don't know why I thought that, but you do, like, there are still natural reactions even if you're unconscious or even if you're semi-conscious. So that point where she landed and her eyes were probably spinning, Herb saw that and was like, she doesn't need any more
This is the thing, like, everyone criticises referees, and it's one of those things. There's loads of these things like head coaching jobs or being a fighter, whatever. Everyone thinks they've got an opinion and they think what's going on. Until you've walked in them shoes, you have no idea what it's
impossible.
like. And they've seen so many pictures. They recognise what's going on. They pretty much get it right.
Yeah.
Like I said to
Duran
Mark
is
Goddard,
a striker. She's a pinpoint
Yeah.
kickboxer. So like you're gonna get another one. So he saved her from herself.
Yeah.
I mean, Mark was gold at 239 when he saved Holly.
yeah.
That was the question I was going to ask Dana, but I didn't.
Well, look, I said to Mark last time, or on Twitter actually, I said, look, he's seen it so many times. Of course, I know he's going to make the right decision. It might not be the intention behind the decision will always be right. Always be right.
Although I will say, I did think CB Dollaway owed him money in that last fight. I mean, like,
all right?
there's only a certain amount of time someone needs to be curled up in the fetal position before you're like, I don't think he's going to fight back anymore.
You never know that.
He might not even be breathing anymore.
One more.
Like, he was laying into him, and he was laid out flat. He curled up, then he rolled over. The only thing he didn't do is pull his quilt over his head. that was the last thing he was
just pushing out his dinner
pulled
money.
his blanket over his head.
He's putting his dinner money out. Going, no, I can't. Pulling his pocket out.
Yeah. Yeah.
But do you think the Faber fight was early?
Nah. That was a beautiful punch.
It was. It was old school Faber.
Yeah, and Ricky was doing a dance even after he was back to his feet. One thing that Mark Goddard,
Faber got to get a few shots of him on the floor as well.
Yeah.
Before the stop.
Yeah, he did put more in than it wasn't like the
super
main.
necessary shots.
Yeah.
Yeah, super necessary. But the Faber for his last few fights hasn't really finished anyone quick. So at first, when he first started, obviously he's got that little bit of ring rust. And he missed a kick because I'd seen on Twitter it said Faber in seconds, and I was like, knocked out or won? Oh fuck, turn that off. So then eventually when I got to watch it, I just didn't know. And for the first 30 seconds, when he missed to catch the kick, which is one of his big fucking moves, I was like, oh, Faber's gonna get iced. We're bros now. I'm gonna have to take that picture off Instagram. And then he won. I was like, yeah, fuck yeah.
You're gonna block him.
Yeah, nice on you, right? Yeah, we're okay now. Yeah, it was impressive for him to come back and do that.
Fair weather friends.
For real,
Could be friends as long as you're winning.
Yeah, fuck it.
All right, let's move on to
Ryan Hall.
Go on, Ryan Hall. You want to talk about
Go
Ryan
on.
Hall? Did you love his fighting style?
I did, to be fair, yeah.
Did you?
I think we
Of course
both
you
did.
fucking
Yeah.
did.
It's pretty
Of course
cool,
you did.
man.
I told you. Like we
I
watched.
knew you didn't. I knew you wouldn't. I knew you
Like,
didn't.
we watch like Wolverine and Anchorman and that kind of stuff, and he's watching Art Noir.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like some obscure guy sitting in a coffee shop, just smoking a cigarette and just tutting to himself.
Ryan Hall filling water balloons up with black paint,
Disgust of the world.
just dropping them off a building.
I can see it now. Sitting in a dark room with the curtains closed.
Do you know what Ryan Hall reminded me of? He reminded me of playing British Bulldogs as a kid at school. You know, I'm sure they play it in America, but basically British Bulldogs is where it's a big area, like a field or whatever, and there's one person stood in the middle and you've got to get to the other side without being taken down. So like someone grappling to the floor. And there's this one shitbird at our school that was fucking really good. So even like when there was 70 people playing, he'd be like, I'll be on. Yeah, oh. And he always had your number, and it's probably you. But he would dial in, and Ryan Hall had that exact nonchalant confidence of like, just fucking come at me. Because if you want, I'll tie you up, and if not, I'll punch you in the face.
Yeah.
And Elkins was just like that year 7 kid, like going, how the fuck do I do this?
Yeah.
How the fuck do I get to the other side? with my briefcase and my blazer on, like, and Ryan Hall's like, oh, but walking like Jason off the fucking horror movies, just dead slow. Got you. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I thought he looked cool as fuck.
He is cool as fuck, but he's just that real, just laid back. Looks mad baked.
Yeah, he does.
It looked like a guy trying to fight like like a suit that just kept fucking falling apart every time we went to grab it. You know what I mean? I run up, and it's just gone, and it's on
his
legs.
back. Just holding his ankle like, I'm here now.
Fighting a plastic bag that's caught in the wind.
Yeah.
It is like that.
Oh, it's on my leg.
That's another Diego story. Can I tell that Diego story?
Which one?
Of him shadowboxing himself in jiu-jitsu.
You see, you're not
Sorry.
Even near, see, this is why I have to look after it. It's not even near them.
Can we tell Ollie about the Diego Sanchez shadowboxing himself in jiu-jitsu and losing?
Oh yeah. Shadowboxing.
Talk about-
taking
Tapped
shots,
himself.
taking shots in shadowboxing, like getting hit and getting dropped and like recovering, like climbing up the fence and like going back at it. And he
getting
gets a
armbarred.
takedown, and then the guy takes his back and he's defending this imaginary rear naked choke. And he's like,
And he taps with 10 seconds to go and gets up and goes, come on, Diego, you're better than this.
Well, at least his visualization's pretty strong. He's ticking
man.
every box.
That's why he keeps getting dropped and shit.
At least he's going for worst case scenario. He's working himself out.
Yeah,
out
that's
of
fighting a
shot.
plastic bag, right? That's like, what happened? He died. He just suffocated.
Yeah. As training going, yeah, I'm winning most of my shadowboxing rounds.
Yeah, I don't like them River Island bags. They're really thick.
Yeah, weird.
He's either crazy or really smart. I'm not quite sure which way.
He's still
around
doing
it
it,
is.
man.
Yeah.
The thing is, just come back to Ryan Hall. I don't mind his fighting style. The thing I struggle with fighters, and there aren't many fighters that fall into this category. Ryan Hall's one of them. John Dodson's the other one, and to an extent, Henry Cejudo is as well. They've all got that kind of like apologetic,
Shucks.
kind of goofy.
Is it like a shucks?
Shucks,
sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
I can't be doing with that. Like just that. Well, that's how I fight. I kick him. I take him down. I tangle his legs up. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like I don't like.
I
that
can't help being this good.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. And the thing is, like Henry Cejudo's like that. Even though he's the champ.
I can't
Triple,
talk about that guy.
what does he call himself?
Shit fuck.
Triple clean.
The thing that I realised about him, because if there's something about someone that irritates me a little bit, and I respect Henry absolutely as
his
a fighter, and
achievements.
I always have a good chat with him. He's a very nice guy, but like when he comes across on camera, there's something about him that kind of irritates me a little bit. So I like to figure out what these things are. And what I've realised with Henry Cejudo is everything he says it apologetically. And that really bugs me.
Oh, yeah.
So like when he was talking about Marlon Moraes, he was like, yeah, well, I had to go down I had to go up a weight class and knock him out, and you know, then I beat DJ,
perfect.
and he was the best in the world, and now
It's a
I'm the
bang-on
best in the
impression.
world. Do you know what I mean? And
That
it's
is-
like that
that
kind
is
of
quite annoying.
apologetic, like,
Yeah.
like just like this is what happened.
Own it, dickhead.
Fucked him up.
Fuck me.
Like even if you're on the wrong side of it, like Ben Askren.
Yeah.
Like punch me in the face. That's what happened.
That's
Knee me
it.
in the face.
Yeah.
Simple, right?
But that's what you want.
It's just that like.
But then he doesn't own
not what I
that,
want
and then he's
from
got
my
that
fighters.
shitty gimmick. And then you speak to people like, well, anyone from Alpha Male that just are chomping at the bit. Like they've gone off from fucking TJ, and they're like, oh, you're on the sidelines? This cunt.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fucking have him. How many have you got to throw at me? 7. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And like Faber's back. I'd like to see Faber fight.
That would be a great fight.
Yeah. I can
would
see him
like to
beating him.
Faber against Cejudo.
Yeah, I can see him beating him.
I would like to see that.
And like for all the gold.
How,
Just to
how
show
old-
him
how
gold medal
old-
as well.
How old's
Everything.
Faber now?
100. 40.
Yeah, it's like
Literally 40, because he won. He was like,
40.
He's 40.
I was like, that man is not
play.
quite right.
Hope for me.
Yeah,
Hope for me.
that's
Oh, I
definitely
can still kick back for another 18 months.
Yeah, you got ages.
I don't even have to start thinking about training yet.
Yeah.
This is it.
Loads
Yeah,
of time.
Loads of time.
Can have a baby, and you know what I mean. Start a couple more businesses.
That's a scary
Like,
tangent. That just
Faber
dropped in,
just-
isn't
well,
it?
that's Faber, isn't it? He's just rolling along, isn't it?
There you go. That's the
not a
baby
tangent
reference.
at all,
I
yeah.
just wonder what's going on there for a second. I thought we had
down.
some news for
Calm
us.
down, calm down. No. We're going the opposite direction.
Okay. Technically going the
We're
other
going
way.
the opposite direction. This podcast is sponsored by Tinder.
And your ex. Can we talk about Terry and Tinder or not? We're not allowed to talk about that.
Definitely not.
Let's start.
Beyond a highlight of my trip.
I think we need to sit. We need to have meetings before the podcast to decide what we talk about.
We need
about
another
Terry.
fight to talk about really quickly. I
Yeah,
think.
just come and talk. If
He
you find
needs
me,
another
I'll tell
fight,
you.
so we don't have more to talk
He
about.
does need another
You need
fight.
to burn some energy off. Jesus.
Karma stones, brilliant. Brilliant. Anyway, is that it? Have we talked about everything? No, we've not talked about the fights this weekend. All right, let's quick scan through these. So main event, Leon Edwards against Dos Anjos. We're going to try and do a war room for this, aren't we? If we get our shit together, we're going to do a war room for this. So expect that Friday. What do you reckon, Leon Edwards dos Anjos? It's the fight that Edwards has been wanting, isn't it?
I don't know if it is. It's not noisy enough. Because he doesn't, he's not making a massive amount of noise.
It's not Masvidal, you mean?
Exactly.
Not Masvidal enough.
If he got a Masvidal fight, then Jorge does a lot of the work because Leon's just so chill, angry chill, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, he knows what he's going to do, but he's not really engaging in that full shit.
I'd like to see him fight one of the Diaz brothers.
Oh, for real? Yeah, just see him come out of himself because RDA's been around for long enough now that he's just like, all right, see you there. Yeah, we'll have a fight. And he's like, he's looked good in his last couple. But Leon's just beat every fucker. Yeah. Like, he just keeps winning. He beat Cowboy, then he beat fucking Iceland's own...
Yeah,
Gunnar Nelson. But
Bjork.
Like, I wasn't expecting it. Yeah. The fuck did it Bjork?
Why did he beat Bjork?
Yeah, she had it coming, man.
She's got that apologetic singing.
Yeah. I'm sorry I won all these Emmys.
Shucks. Sorry about it.
So yeah, I hope Leon does it. Yeah. Just to see. I mean,
I think he'll fight anyone. If he beats dos Anjos, I think
he's up there, isn't he?
Yeah, for sure.
But he should be up there now.
I like him.
But that's where personalities make the big difference, isn't it?
Or voice.
You know?
Yeah, you just got to scream
like
for
Leon
it,
against Colby Covington would be a fun fight.
I think I think he's got it in him too because he's under the radar. Whereas Darren Till exploded onto the scene and has like been tested a bit and sort of got engaged a bit more in the shit talking and like the storyline of it. He's sort of gone the old school way of going like, well, I keep winning. I just keep winning.
Just keep
and
winning.
like Randy just kept putting himself to the top of the pile. Remember when it was like Randy, Chuck and Tito? They had the history, but Randy just kept appearing at the top and then was like, another title fight.
Yeah, here I am again.
Beating
everybody else.
Yeah.
The thing is, you'll get there if you do that, and you'll get the right kind of experience on the way up. Like, there's something to be said for that.
Longevity.
I just don't want to see him lose when he could have had that title shot. And actually,
Danny conceded they'd pushed Till a bit hard. Didn't he, in the media? Yeah. He said they'd pushed
Don't work out, does it?
Yeah.
No, but it's easy with that person.
4 fights, 5 fights in. It's quick.
How do you know? You got a problem with my friend Faraz Zahabi?
Hey, they figured me out.
They fucking, mate.
Don't let him stand up.
They figured a few people out, to be fair.
Yeah.
They've got figuring out.
It was fascinating having a conversation with Danaher because when I went up to train with GSP, it was fascinating. We're going to try and get the Raptors out to see him in New York. He's a fascinating individual, and talking to him about like the psychological breakdown that they do of GSP's opponents and like where they think they can push them and how. And where's their breaking point? Do they have a breaking point? What will push them to their breaking point? It's amazing stuff.
Did I send you a soundbite or I transcribed something he'd written? I can't remember what it is right now, but it was like deep level coaching knowledge, like right on the money. Right.
I always feel like I'm being hypnotised when I read his posts on Instagram.
Yeah. It's when he's talking. It's like he could be.
He could just leveled up.
Yeah. He could tell you like he's just murdered 11 puppies, and you'd be like, oh wow, that's good technique. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like, so then what I did, Joe, was I moved to New York and I became a bouncer. You know, and I was 78 stone.
He was jacked back in the
massive.
day, wasn't he? Absolutely jacked.
Exactly.
And he was, and his outfit. I mean,
Bombay,
cashmere woolen sweater with a big V neck.
I love it.
I broke every bone in my body.
Tucked in with a belt.
You know what the fuck? Yeah. He's an he's like the version of Splinter.
His hips are screwed, isn't they?
I went out for a walk the other day, and I need to start carrying my iPad around with me to make scribbles. I realised this in Vegas because oftentimes I'll see somebody and their proportions just don't make any sense to me. And I was leg sperm.
That isn't what we were on about.
Yeah, we weren't on about that, but that's perfect.
You were pointing at him, so I figured that for you.
Lake ovary.
So I was walking the other day. I went out for a little walk, and I was walking into one of the other villages, and there was a guy there. Honestly, his torso was. And he was all jeans.
Oh, lunchbox.
Up to
But the thing is, it wasn't like he just pulled his jeans up. It was like his waist was there. It was the weirdest thing. I wish I'd have taken a photo.
Mate,
I need to be wearing a body cam all the time because I think I'm tripping sometimes.
Dude,
when I see this shit.
I saw people that look like gnomes in the casino. Because the thing is, our casino, the best way I can describe it, was a lot like what you'd expect to be in like a Malcolm in the Middle series. So they'd have taken their kids out to Reno or Vegas, and we were in that type of casino. It was like proper old school. It was fucking brilliant. I loved everything about it. But the people that were there, it's like they'd just finished doing a performance of like Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, and then they were sat on the fruit machines for 3 hours, and I was like, are they like pantomime characters? I don't know if I was just tripping mad shit.
You definitely were.
Yeah, but we turned the corner, and there was this bloke, and he was walking to a soundtrack of like bum ba dum. And I was like, I expected Stewie off Family Guy to with a trombone just next to him. I was like, what the fuck? And Mystery went, yo, have you seen that dude? I was like, the guy that looks like a pear. And I swear to God, he was in all green. He looked like a Mr. Man. He looked like Mr. Greedy, you know, like this fucking shape. And I was like, oh my God. And I honestly, body cam again, because I may not have been to Vegas. I might have been in a crazy Matrix tank that they just plugged me in for a day and was like, there's a load of people. But honestly,
It's a weird place.
Yeah, the people were just bonkers, and just literally not even looking at machines. Like,
Yeah. And it's one of those casinos like out of the way. It's the secret casino that, you know, some of the top fighters go to bowl during fight week.
yes, they do.
So no
And
one
we
else
saw
knows
them.
where they are.
Full Reptile. All right, dude.
Worldwide. Have you seen people start putting on the comments?
I like that. Yeah.
So it's like it's a hotel like out of the way a little bit, which is why we had a couple of vehicles out of the way. But it's also, like you said, the kind of hotel where it's an odd place.
Yeah.
It's an odd place.
Yeah.
The kind of place where like you would walk past and see a kid either holding a cigarette while they have a drink, or the drink while they have a smoke of the cigarette. That is something I actually saw.
Really?
Silence. All the parents in the room. Gasp.
Dude.
For real.
Child.
Yeah.
Mate.
You're talking about a child.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Mate, I didn't
Hitting the buttons.
Yeah.
Kid like drink to kids.
Smoke. Drink. Passing it back to the kid.
Button.
The kid's standing next to the fruit machine.
Had they just watched Stand By Me, though? Like, because smoking's cool as fucking Stand By Me. If you're River Phoenix, just in this, it's like,
Yeah, rolled ups. Nice.
fucking crack on. Mate, I realised that the whole casino environment is based on 2p pushers. So,
That would be so much more fun.
hear me out. We went to Cleethorpes this last weekend. So bear in mind, I don't know if I mentioned, I've been in Vegas. And we're in Vegas in all the big casinos, all lights and whistles and all that cool shit. I went to Cleethorpes to the arcade. It's mad different, but it's the same.
Same.
You know, when you put £1 into a 2p machine and get all your change out, and then you just stand there, you never cash out. There's never ever a time you're like, fucking hell, 28 pence. Take that to the bank, dickhead.
Yeah.
And it's the same on roulette. You'll put some down, and then you'll be like, fucking hell, I could double that. Because you convince yourself, it's okay, it's only 20 quid. If I win that back, I'll just play with this. And then before you know it, if you're one of our boys, you are winning big. And if you're me, you're just watching other people win big. It's fucking, like people, you just don't cash out. They just seem like, there was the scariest dude. He was with this big fucking hoochie mama. And he'd come over and he was as bald as you like, but he had the 3 Homer Simpson hairs. And he sat there, he looked like someone had taken a turtle out of a shell. And he sat there clutching this handbag, and she was like fucking sweet Georgia Brown, just telling us everything about fucking roulette, calling him baby girl, just fucking smashing everything. Don't you worry about it now, just get through this, bop, 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 and fucking smashing all his chips on. And I got up to walk away because we'd got our free drink. If you hang around the tables long enough, you get a free drink, which is cool. So we did that, worked out well. And as we're walking off, we're British, so we're very polite. So we thanked everyone for their time and had a word. And this guy looked me dead in the eye and went, y'all enjoy Vegas now, you're here? And I was like, oh, Mum! I fucking ran, we got outside. I was like, did you hear what he said? And he was like, he looked into your soul. Honestly, it was like a crypt keeper. It's fucking
Strange place.
weird
Strange
weird
place.
fuckers.
A lot of fun though.
All the fun.
Magnet for misfits. Yeah. That's why you lot were there. I think.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Fucking terrifying.
Right. All good?
I don't think I've got anything. I've got shit for days, but you don't want to hear all of this.
Wow. How long have we rolling? It's been a while now, hasn't it?
Yeah, what's it saying on there?
Yeah, we should cut.
Hour and 12.
There we go.
Oh, that's not
let's
long.
call
We're
it.
all
That's
right.
good. That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Because I need to go to sleep.
You don't want to mention Vegas again, do you?
I'd love to mention Vegas again.
We
There's lots
do.
of stuff. We melted visors in Vegas.
Nice.
Left my visor on the
Just
dashboard of the
melted.
car as we ran into Target to get sweets, and it melted.
We bought all the sweets.
AK-47s and stuff.
Yeah.
Sweets and weapons.
Can I have some Sour Patch Kids, a Desert Eagle, and these socks? Have you got ID for socks? Dan got ID'd. I know. Stood at the fucking bar.
I went,
Yeah,
3
same.
years.
I got ID'd to use my own
Of course
credit
you
card.
did.
Yeah, but to use my own card,
Yeah.
I needed ID.
Yeah, that's to check your name though. That's to check your name to make sure you're not using somebody else's card.
No one else does that. Do they?
No one spells
no,
mystery
no,
like this. Mate, it was, we got ID.
Well, you wouldn't do that for money. How do you check if this is my money? There's 20 quid. You don't get. You know what I mean?
Well, they don't. But if you're using somebody else, anyway, this is a conversation.
It's definitely yours.
Mysteries Travel Diaries. That's a new show coming soon. Oh, yeah, the Masvidal thing. You got
Which
your card
part?
back.
I did.
I don't know how you got that back.
I drove and got it.
You drove that. So, just one more story before we leave. One more story quickly. As we were getting on the plane, Mystery had taken Masvidal's
Jamie
media
had
day.
taken Masvidal.
Well, you'd nicked it, and you'd been carrying it around all week.
and then
You left it for Jamie to put on the plane. Yeah. Like you do, leaving everything else behind. So he left Jamie to put it on the plane. Got put on the plane. We flew 10 hours, and when we arrived back, for some reason, they couldn't find it on the plane.
We just got off the plane.
We got off the plane.
And we were like, got off. And I met Mystery at passport control. He was like, I left Masvidal on the plane. I was like,
yeah, it was literally just as we'd gone past the
just
point
clicked
of
through the
no
barrier.
return. My brain went.
I've just left
Masvidal.
Masvidal.
So you drove down and got it back?
I drove down and got it back.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
So that
it was
come
actually
on.
quite quick. They were just like, oh yeah, you're the guy with the poser. Yeah.
Good news. Nice. A good news story to end on the podcast.
Hold
All
on.
good.
James Vick and Dan Hooker is on this fight. We haven't even mentioned it. We're
Yeah,
going
I'm
to do a
gonna
thingy.
do- yeah, I'll
Definitely
I'll
do a thing. I can't
I'll
wait
do
for that
a
fucking
thing.
fight.
All right, wicked.
Thank you.
Nice one.
Cheers,
Thanks
boys.
to everybody.
In a
See you
bit.
next time.
In a bit.